What's going on, family? Welcome back to another video. Patty Lifts Natural Pro men's physique competitor checking in with you guys today, and I appreciate you guys clicking in today's video. And yes, it's that time of year where I know you got a little bit loose with the holidays. You might have gained a little bit of weight, but thankfully I'm here to help you guys out. So I want to be able to help you guys lose as much weight as possible while doing the least amount of work. You know, get that bloat off from the holidays and hopefully continue your weight loss journey so you guys can stay shredded all year round. But before we get into today's video, make sure you guys gently hit the subscribe button and smash the notification bell because I got more awesome content coming for you guys in the future. And you know what? You can always unsubscribe later. So take a second and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, hit that like button. So to start things off, I want to break down the 3 pillars of success. And it's going to be your diet, your cardio, and your training. And it sounds very simple up front, but if you're able to dial in each one of these things, you're going to be able to lose weight. Now, if one of those things is off, for the most part, you're not going to be able to make progress. So let's go over the first one, which of course is arguably one of the most important ones: diet. So I feel like calories in versus calories out is common knowledge now. The law of thermodynamics still stands to this day. So we want to make sure we're in a caloric deficit to lose weight. So to start things off, make sure you guys calculate where your maintenance calories should be. So one of the most common equations online to figure out your maintenance calories is the Harris-Benedict equation. And I'm gonna link it down below, and it's super easy. You pretty much just need your body weight, male or female, and see how much activity you're doing each day, and it will take you through there. Now, step 2 with diet is making sure you're getting the minimum amount of nutrients in, because hitting exact macros is a little bit too hard. So what I suggest is actually you find the minimum amount of protein that you need, which is 0.82. You can just go 0.8 times your body weight. It's gonna be a little bit more than you need, but it's always better to be safe. So you're gonna have a protein goal to make sure you can maintain or even build muscle, and you're gonna have a calorie goal to make sure you guys are in a caloric deficit and be able to lose weight consistently. The next thing you're gonna do is weigh yourself every single day of the week, before you drink anything, before you eat anything, and after you use the washroom if it's something you have to do. Make sure you guys are consistent, because if you eat anything or drink anything, it's gonna throw off your weight. Now, at the end of the week, you're gonna see a trend. How did your body weight change? And if it didn't move, and if you didn't lose that much weight, you can lower your calories by 1 to 200, and just continue this process every week until you reach the desired amount of weight loss per week. If you guys want to dial things in a little bit more exact, you can aim for a 0.5 to 1% body weight loss per week. You know, if you weigh 200 pounds, aim for 1 to 2 pounds a week. If you go anything faster than that, you guys are going to risk muscle loss, and you're gonna risk slowing your metabolism. And why diet a lot harder if you don't have to? Because, you know, eating less food sucks, because food is life. Before we move on to the second pillar, which is cardio, make sure you guys subscribe, because the next stuff is going to be juicy, and I'm going to be starting my cut here, and I want to take you guys through it throughout the new year. And I have so much shredding keys to share with you guys. So moving on to pillar number 2, which is cardio. And we're gonna use cardio as a tool to help regulate your maintenance calories. Now, I like to follow the 80-20 rule and make sure 80% of the deficit is done with the diet, which is your calories. And then the other 20% is done with cardio. Personally, I don't really like cardio, so I keep that to a minimum. But if you're the person who likes cardio, you guys can up it more than 20% to make sure you're enjoying the process. Because if you guys are following something you don't like, you're not gonna stick to it. Don't overcomplicate it. We want to get the best results with the least amount of work. So more specifically, when you guys are performing cardio, you can do any type of cardio you like. You can go on the elliptical, you can do this treadmill, Stairmaster, which is one of my faves. And all you have to do is track how many calories you're burning. Now, if you're doing activity, outside playing basketball, if the courts are open, and you have a Fitbit or an Apple Watch, you guys can track how many calories you're burning and take that away from your calorie goal. Now, note, one important thing is if you are burning more calories, you cannot re-eat those calories. So just remember that one thing when you guys are calculating cardio. So to simplify things for you guys, the way I like to track my cardio is try and get 10,000 steps a day or something that you can maintain, and just start off with 2 to 3 cardio sessions per week at 20 to 30 minutes, because you don't want to start too high because you're not going to be able to maintain that. So if you do 2 sessions a week, it's not going to get harder to go up to 3 sessions per week. If you just start at 20 minutes, it's not going to be too hard to go up to 25 or 30 minutes. But if you guys go balls to the wall, 7 days a week, 1 hour, I know you guys are gonna fall off. So be realistic with yourself. Lose as much weight as possible while doing the least amount of work. So we're gonna be moving on to the third pillar of success, which is your training program. And I feel like a lot of people look at this thing and they overcomplicate it so much. You look at all the details, the exercises, the sets, the reps, all that type of stuff. The number one important thing is that you're consistent. So make sure you're following a program that you can commit to. If that's a 3-day-a-week program or a 4-day-a-week program, make sure you're following something that you can commit to and do every single week. Because if you start switching it up and doing, 3 days here, and then 5 days the next week, you're gonna be doing different amount of volume and you're gonna be burning different amount of calories. You're not gonna be keeping your protocol consistent. Now, it's very important to have a consistent plan to make sure you're controlling all the factors that contribute towards your calories that you're gonna be burning per week. So the next thing you wanna work on with the training program is make sure that it's hypertrophy based. Now, yes, you can lose weight on a strength program or an endurance program, but if you guys have bodybuilding goals and you're looking to have an aesthetic physique, maintain the muscle that you have, or even build some muscle, I highly recommend you guys following a hypertrophy-based program because you're following the specificity principle. I'm not gonna go practice volleyball if I wanna get good at basketball. The same thing goes for strength training and hypertrophy training and marathon running and whatever you're trying to go for. So if you have a weight loss goal, I recommend a hypertrophy-based program. So generally, your rep range is going to be in between 6 to 15 reps. Now, of course, hypertrophy-based programs can have reps lower than that, or reps even up to 30 to 40. But for the most part, you want to stay within those ranges to optimize your time and get the most amount of volume in as you can. Moving forward from there, you want to try and progressive overload. Now, in general, you're not going to really gain too much strength while you're cutting, because biomechanically speaking, as you lose fat mass, you're gonna be at a biomechanical disadvantage and make the movements harder. But I want to be able to milk it and have goals and be goal oriented when you're in the gym. So try and progressive overload. So if I'm going into the gym and I'm hitting 3 sets of 10 on bench, try and go in there and try and hit 3 sets of 11 with the same weight. Try again, try and hit 12 reps the next week, and then maybe the week after that, up the weight and then hit 10 reps again, and continue to repeat that process so your volume is going up over time. So to wrap things up, make sure you guys calculate your macros and have a minimum protein goal. From there, start off with a cardio protocol that you can comfortably follow each week, along with a workout program that you enjoy. If you have all of these things in line and you are tracking your body weight every day of the week, you can make slight changes. So if you're stalling, maybe drop your calories a little bit or add a little bit more cardio. But you have to be controlling these 3 pillars to ensure that you are making progress every single week. So what I like to do is try and start off very slow and then amp it up from there. You don't want to overcomplicate anything. I don't want to focus on what's the most advanced movement that's going to burn the most amount of calories and do a bench press with bands and chains and tempo and all this complicated, detailed things you don't need to worry about. Just look at the fundamentals, see what works, and build from there. Now with that said, guys, I am going to be starting my men's physique prep next year. I'm gonna be taking you guys through my entire workout series, my diet, my cardio protocol, my supplement protocol. Shout out goes so you guys can use code PATTY for 20% off. And I'll help take you guys through the entire process to lose weight and get shredded and look aesthetic. So make sure you guys subscribe. I really appreciate you guys following along. I hope you guys enjoyed today's short but to the point video, and I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video.